Hey everybody, Mr. Longo here to talk to you about the different forms of quadratic equations. We're going to have a standard form, a vertex form, and an intercept form. Now, all three of these forms can represent a parabola, but they all have their different benefits, okay? Now, this video is not going to show you how to convert from one form to the next form, but what this video is going to do is show you the benefits of each form. So standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. Now the nice thing we can get out of standard form is if you think about every time x is 0, if we substitute a 0 in here, those are going to cancel. C is going to be left with our y-intercept. So if you are in standard form, 0 comma c will always be your y-intercept. When you are in vertex form, you're going to have an x minus h, and on the inside the h represents your x coordinate of the vertex, and the k on the outside is going to represent the k value or the y value of your vertex. And whenever you have a vertex, x equals h is always your axis of symmetry. So when you are in vertex form, h comma k will always give you your vertex. Finally, you have intercept form, which is also known as factored form. When you are in factored form, you will always know the x-intercepts. So over here we have our x minus p and x minus q. P and q are x-intercepts. So your x-intercepts will be p comma 0 and q comma 0. Now remember, sometimes they don't always have two x-intercepts. So you just have to keep that in mind in case that happens. So what I did, just to help you out with this, is I created three equations that all represent the exact same quadratic equation. So this standard form equation can be manipulated into this vertex form, and the standard form can also be manipulated into the intercept form. As far as how you do that, that's for another video. So I just want you to know that all three of these equations are the exact same parabola. So we're just going to use the benefits of each. 0 comma negative 8 is our y-intercept. So we can go graph that. And then vertex form, our vertex is h, which is 1, comma k, which is negative 9. So it's opposite of what's inside. I know you think this is a negative 1, but remember it's minus the h value, so it's 1. So if that said plus 1, then that would technically be a negative because it would be minus a negative 1. Okay? So your vertex is 1 comma negative 9. Now our axis of symmetry is x equals 1. So the axis of symmetry, remember that means all points are symmetrical on the left and right side of that vertical line. So I guess that means you actually know that this is another one of your points, because you have one point to the left at negative 8, so you have one point to the right at negative 8. And finally, we have our p and our q. So remember, that was x minus p, so p is technically the 4. So we have 4 comma 0. And remember, this is minus, so technically this is minus a negative 2. So you also have negative 2 comma 0. Or remember, when you're inside, it's the opposite. So those are our two x-intercepts. So we have 4 comma 0 and negative 2 comma 0. And now you can just graph your parabola. It will hit every single one of those points. Okay, so this video, the purpose was just to show you the benefits of all three of the quadratic forms. Now the one thing this video does not talk about is A. There is an entirely other video just to talk about what A does, because A could make it open up, it could make it open down, it could shrink it or stretch it vertically, it could shrink it or stretch it horizontally. A can do a large number of things, so that's saved for another video. But as far as the three terms, you're good to go. This is Longo and I'm out. See you, bye.